Welcome to Shail's Kitchen, home of good food and good memories. Here's what's cooking in Shail's Kitchen today. Chicken pot pie using leftover mashed potatoes and leftover rotisserie chicken. Let me show you how easy it is to make the filling for the chicken pot pie. Start with some leftover rotisserie chicken, which I've cut into chunks. Here I use the chicken breast, and you can use any part of the chicken, all the meat of the various parts of the chicken, whatever you like. To the chicken, I added some peas and carrots. These are canned peas and carrots. Here I have some mushroom Alfredo sauce, which is going to make our filling nice and creamy. I'm going to add some of this to the chicken and peas and carrots. For a little extra flavor, I also like to add some coarse ground black pepper. Before you add any additional salt, make sure you taste it first. Now we just need to give this a good stir to get all those flavors incorporated. I'm just going to give this a taste real quick. Make sure, I think I should have enough salt, but just to make sure. Good on the salt, because that Alfredo sauce does have salt added to it, so it's just perfect. You can do this on a medium heat or even a medium low heat, because all we need to do is to make sure that the mixture gets heated all the way through, and once it's reached that point, you just take it off the heat, and then we'll be ready to assemble our pot pie. You see it's starting to bubble right there. So I think we're getting to the point where we can easily take it off the heat. And our pot pie filling is all done. So easy. I'll leave the link for the creamy mashed potatoes recipe in the description box below for you guys. I have this great cast iron skillet, and it's just the right size. I think it would be cool to do our pot pie in this, and so I'm gonna start to assemble it now. To prevent the pot pie from sticking to the cast iron pan, I'm just going to use a cooking spray, and I'm going to just spray the entire pan with this. Now in goes the filling into our cast iron skillet. Spread the filling out if it's not even. Just get it kind of even, distributed through the bottom of the whole pot, pan, cast iron skillet. Now all we need to do is just top it with the mashed potatoes. I'm just going to use spoonfuls and just kind of get it all over. This can have a nice rustic look to it, so don't worry if you don't get it totally even. It's going to look really nice once it's baked. You can just use the back of a spoon if you want to like smooth the top out a little bit, give it some swirls. And I'm actually not going to take it like all the way to the edges, I mean the mashed potato. That way you'll see you'll have some nice bubbly juices coming up when it's baked. Another cool thing to do is also just take the back of the spoon and just go up and down like this. And you can make some cool peaks. Nice little design there. Yeah, looks good. One of the really cool things about this recipe is that you can do it in advance. So say you didn't want to bake it right away, you can always prepare this in advance and just keep it refrigerated until you're ready to bake. And then when I'm ready to bake it, if I put it in the refrigerator, bring it to room temperature and bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit in a preheated oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until it gets a nice golden brown color. This recipe is also really good for freezing if you don't use it right away. Place on the middle rack of the preheated oven. And this is what your pot pie looks like after 25 minutes. Place the pot pie on a baking rack to cool for a few minutes before serving. And now it's time to tuck in and enjoy. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Shail's Kitchen, home of good food and good memories.